on, merch, real quick. Hey, bro, you didn't even shout it out.
I think I put it out right there for a reason.
All right, let them know.
All right, y'all make sure, tis the season, man. Y'all already know we always rocking with the HBCU. Man, make sure y'all grab y'all HBCU Grads Matter. We got them in all the color. Whatever your college is, we got you. Make sure that y'all look it up on the link tree on our Instagram page at Dear Millennials _.
The thought might cross your
mind.
No, it would not.
You do not see her as a woman worthy of partnership, marriage, and longevity if she's fucked more than a couple of people. That's the difference.
Women would not look at niggas the same way. Why y'all making it seem like
they ain't got no choice?
Listen,
they ain't got no choice.
Women gonna look at niggas the exact same way. If a nigga fuck, for example, if I fuck your line sister, you ain't gonna be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Let me too. You gonna be like, hell no, weak ass black ass, look weird ass nigga.
I can do all of that, but you are definitely to the side.
My question is, how did you make it to line sister 2 or 3?
Exactly, that's all I'm saying.
Somebody said yes.
Line sister 2 said yes. So that's not true.
Oh man, y'all are literally double standard. It's fuck.
I agree.
Future is doing the exact same thing.
I personally feel like both.
Lit ass week to you, my friend. Yeah, nigga.
Lit
ass week. Yeah, until we meet again.
Hey, have a lit ass
week. So many women be like, what can I bring to the table? And literally, the woman would literally be like, and then when I ask that same question, it's like, you gotta wait and find. I've literally had a woman say, "You gotta wait and find out." No, the fuck, no. This is the same fucking interview.
Yeah.
And then now in my mind, I'm like, you can only bring pussy to the table.
Oh my god, I'm so glad.
What?
FCC is not regulating this.
I'm not. No, you can bring.
It's the baddest chick.
Yo, Dear Millennials, a lit ass podcast.
Lit motherfucking litty.
What it do? This is Dear Millennials, a lit ass podcast. Welcome to season 5, episode 5, Social Media Ship, the social media affect relationships, featuring a very special guest, which we're going to announce in a little bit. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Just search Dear Millennials. If you're watching our YouTube live, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. We appreciate you taking out the time of your day for rocking with us. With that being said, it's your boy, top ranked Marvin Frank, singer, songwriter, educator, student to the game, homie, lover, friend since R. Kelly has been muted. I do have some R. Kelly news.
You saw it? Yes, I did.
Man, his associates up here burning down accusers' cars.
Man.
Yeah, you ain't guilty, Kales. Okay. McLovin, what's up, man?
Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy McLovin. Got these chicks hot, straight out the oven. Educator, motivator, dark skin, Jameson, teacher, preacher, got you down laughing, calling me the Grim Reaper. I see her smiling. Look at that. She ready.
Hey, I actually brought you some Zyrtec today. I think that will help. It's in my bag.
I really need
that cup.
I should have just brought you some.
You
well, we
should've.
can't mention
We
where we
can't-
got
that's
this
why I
from.
said that
They're not
cup.
sponsoring.
Right.
Shout out to Mary Jane. She's out on vacation. Well, she's coming back from vacation. She couldn't be with us here with us today. But shout out to Mary Jane.
So it's a Top Brothers episode.
Hold on.
Wait,
we gotta do her intro.
I'm sorry.
Wait, okay, let's do like Mary Jane. It's your girl, Mary Jane, Georgia raised, Memphis made, book club creator, the HBCU advocator, and your favorite around the way girl.
Oh my gosh. Like it's me.
Yo, Mary Jane, be safe out there traveling. Yo, we have a very special guest, an esteemed guest joining us.
Yep.
The beautiful Miss Symphony Thompson. She's an event media host, actress, radio personality, originally from Greensville, South Carolina, but she's now in ATL, shouted. Symphony is now the lead moderator for Comedy Hype News with analyst Pierre, Rita Brent, and Capone that welcomes over 500,000 subscribers to discuss all things in comedy, culture, and news. Miss Thompson, welcome to Dear Millennials. We're glad to have you. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I know her.
I'm good. Mary Jane gonna get y'all, first of all, because she don't sound like that. She don't sound like that. Mary Jane, don't worry about it, girl. I'll hold it down for you. That is not what she sounds like. But I'm glad to be here with y'all.
Well, we appreciate you accepting the invitation. First of all, Symphony, how are you? We would like to do mental health check-ins. How are you?
Right.
I'm good. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm definitely, my heart is aching because all the things that are happening outside, but just taking things one day at a time, checking up on my people and taking time for myself, stepping away from social media sometimes.
Facts.
Because my brain be I'll be ready to do some things and I'll be like, let me just relax.
You look like you know how
and
to
take
fight.
some time. I'm just saying, when you from the South, you got to know how to do something. You got to defend yourself.
Carolina. Okay.
South.
I don't know about.
So you trying to play me?
I'm not.
Hey, don't come for Greenville.
It's the Bible Belt. I understand. It's under there. I get that for sure.
Stephanie, I don't know if I told you this when we were talking earlier, but I have family from Greensville.
No, you did not tell me.
Yeah, and like a lot, my family has land there or anything, so we could be related in some way. I don't know if you have any Burtons in your family or Morrises in your family, but we could. I don't know.
Do you have any Littles in your family?
Y'all know how these family trees work sometimes. You got the daddy who got about 10 different kids, and then, your cousin over here. Yeah. So, we might be. Anytime I meet somebody, I'm like, I need to meet your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your grandpa, because I don't have the time to be dating.
I've already looked up your family tree. We ain't related nowhere.
I've
already seen it.
This bed is
now,
crazy.
You sure?
I did not go past your great grandpappy. After that, I feel like we ain't even related at that point. Right. And so,
too far at that point.
Well, again, Stephanie, we appreciate you joining us. We're gonna go ahead into our Thought Brother segment. Brother, give me a high five. All right. To the T, to the H, to the O, to the T, bros. Thought Brother stands for truthful.
I was about to say, and the H stands for handsome.
And the O stands for OG, original.
And the T stands for trustworthy.
And together we are the Thought Brothers. McLovin, our Thought Brothers segment today is inspired by our guest host this evening, Miss Symphony Thompson, who is the lead moderator, not the second lead, but the lead moderator for Comedy Hype News. And that's no shade. That's just giving you props. So,
I appreciate it.
It's all love. So we're going to discuss. Okay, here's our Thought Brother segment. Millennial Mount Rushmores of comedy. Now, these can either be millennial comics or millennial comic influences.
So let me say this, and I like the topic, but I also want, I want to put a little spin where I feel like I'm going to give my Mount Rushmore of those current comedians who are in the millennial range of age bracket. That just doing the thug thizzle, man. Kev on stage is definitely, I respect his drive. I mean, the only from what I view, definitely a comic who doesn't use no profanity whatsoever and still gets a laugh off of all of it. God-fearing man, definitely somebody like you know, he makes sure that he doesn't use no type of profane language. I think people got on him about saying the nigga word, but I'm like,
interesting.
Black. He can say that.
So what's the other three?
Tony Baker. Tony Baker is definitely another huge one. Me, I gotta put myself on there.
Put yourself on.
I got to. Myself. I should have put myself first, but I try to hold
that's
myself.
all you got in the end.
Hey, me, myself, and I. Myself, because I'm just amazing all around. And
are you 3 and 4?
Shit, I damn near might as well be. And my last one would probably have to go to Spice Adams. Spice Adams. I don't know if y'all know. Yeah, man, he done man. Yeah, Spice Adams, definitely. Now these are my Mount Rushmore of the current comedians that I view. How
about you, Symphony?
You know what? When I read this one, it's tough. It's tough because I'm such like an old school person, right? But I get it. So if I had to name millennials, I would say DC Young Fly. I really appreciate his versatility, which I think there are so many of the old school comedians, especially working with Comedy Hype. I learned so much, but having that versatility really will set you apart. Rita Brent, she's on the show. Mad funny. But same thing there. She's versatile. She can sing. She can, she's really funny, very intelligent. I learned so much from her, working with her. So definitely Rita Brent. Kev on Stage was one of mine, because I do think taking the art of doing comedy and not using any profanity is tough.
It is.
That's tough because, comedians are supposed to make light of things and it's just natural just to kind of riff raff. So the fact that he stayed in that lane and been pretty consistent. And then last, okay, and let me just say too, because y'all can get me in trouble. These are not like, there are so many others.
Of course.
There's so many others. My other one would, off the top of my head, be Carlos Miller. And I'll tell you why. He's gut funny. Like it's not many times where like I'll watch a comedian and like they make me laugh to my core, but like he's gut funny. Like it's just like I will literally be laughing and crying in tears looking at some of his stuff. So those are just some four, not my top four.
It's not four.
Yeah. And I know this is hard. I mean, let's be real. The old head Jay-Z fans had to welcome Drake in at some point, and Drake had to take over the spot, and the baton was passed. So I'm gonna go with.
Take your time, brother.
Okay,
pray about it.
You know what? And I have to do this because they've been passed the baton by the Kings.
Okay.
My top three have to be Carlos Miller, Chico Beans, and DC Young Fly.
So I was gonna make it honorary. I was gonna put my notable just 85 South.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna put 85
So they
South.
just be one?
Yeah, I was gonna put them one.
Because in my mind it was like, dang, Chico, but then I'm like, I think it's important too to make sure we remember the females.
Yeah.
We got to remember the females in this age because so many times females get lost. So I had to make sure my girl Rita was in there. But if we can do 85 as one,
yeah.
Okay, 85 is one. I'm also gonna go with Miss Rita Brent.
Okay, come on.
I'm gonna go with Jess Hilarious. I think Jess, and let me tell you why. I think she's done a heck of a job transitioning from videos to even being a comedic actress. I think she's hilarious in roles, and that's not easy for a lot of people.
Now, I don't know if I've seen her in roles, but I will say this. I know you over there making faces, but I will say this about Jess. Jess is witty. Like her ability.
She is witty.
I think she's a great social media.
And that's what I want. And I'm glad you said.
But I've never seen her live, so let me not say I haven't seen her live just based off what I do see.
I can't believe.
Okay,
don't
have you seen 2 Minutes of Fame?
Yes. So
you haven't. Have you seen 2 Minutes of Fame with Jay Farrell?
He gonna tell me no, I haven't.
Okay, have you seen it?
You the one who brought it up. To me. That's the
have
reason why
you
I
seen
watched
Rail?
it.
Have you seen? Shout out to Lil Rail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't.
Okay. Let me keep on with my list.
Okay.
I'm going with Lil Rel third. I think he's a millennial. And my last one, and I just think he's doing the doggone thing. I think he's made a great transition. Desi Banks.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I think because we're talking transition from videos to his stand-up is amazing.
Hilarious. And I gotta give it to Desi. Man, that dude is I was just talking about how funny this guy is.
Sure you were.
First of all, I've been trying to figure out how does he get like these FedEx trucks and like uniform. Yes, Desi Banks is definitely up there. God, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like it's so many. It's hard to pick 4, but God dang it, Desi Banks is up there.
Yeah, he is.
And shout out to all the comedians out there, man. It's
absolutely
not easy funny. You've been given a gift. I applaud you. If you can make anybody chuckle, that's amazing. But that was our Thought Brothers segment. Again, welcome to season 5, episode 5, Social Media Ships, featuring Miss Symphony Thompson. Symphony, earlier when we were asking you how you were doing, you were saying that you were. Did you say you took a break from social media over the weekend? I take breaks from social media. For sure. So speaking of breaks from social media, that leads us into our topic today. Can social media affect relationships? Okay, let's talk about it. We'll be mentioning what our audience members had to say. If you're watching YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. We appreciate you tuning in. Comment in the chat, light it up. We'll read it, post it on here online. So who wants to start? Generally speaking, does social media affect relationships?
I'm gonna say this. Yeah, they do. Social media and relationships is having both is not for the weak heart. You know. And I'm gonna leave it there until we jump into some more info on it.
Okay. What do you think, Ms. Thompson?
I'm gonna say absolutely. To say that trouble. You said like I'm trouble. Yeah. Wait till we dive in it. Wait till we dive in it. But to highlight for anybody to say that social media doesn't affect relationships, you're probably the one that's, you know, the reason why social media affects relationships.
Me?
But we can dive in later.
Me?
Okay.
Mr. Loud and Proud.
Say it loud. All right. I do agree. Social media affects relationships. So now let's talk about how or why do you feel that way? Why do you say or how can social media, and this can be friendships, this can be romantically.
I'm gonna say this. Social media, it affects because everyone has their own perception of how people's social media should be. You know, if you are a if you're religious, you should only be posting about Black Jesus. If you are, you know, a protester, an activist, then you should only be, you know, following Malcolm X 335. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I feel like people's perception of you and how they view you also goes hand in hand with how your social media should be set up. And when it's not to their liking or not to their perception of you, then they don't want to fuck with you or they feel a different way about you.
Interesting.
Yep, all the pressures. It's like all the pressures is in just one place. And technically it's a huge place, but it's, you know, whatever you're following or whoever you're following, you see that all the time. So you got to be one person. So, absolutely, man. So I'll add something different so that I don't say the same thing. So for me, whether it's a romantic relationship, platonic, what have you, social media is really affecting how we communicate because it's like you get addicted to wanting this information. I think it's called like dopamines are released into your body. And it's like it makes you want information more and more. So when we're on our phones and, you know, we're constantly, you kind of just get lost into it where people don't have regular conversations. Nobody wants to talk on the phone. I just learned last week, I think, where Snapchat has like these streaks. And the more that you like talk to somebody, so the more that you talk to somebody on Snapchat, you gain these streaks. And if we're going just to like teenagers teenagers are losing friends, quote unquote friends, because if they mess up the streak. So if they talk 10 days a week on Snapchat and they don't for that 11th and 12th day, it messes up their streaks. So it's like this addictive, like, oh, I gotta do it. I gotta get on social media. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And it just, you don't like, kids are getting worse and worse at communicating. So just imagine if we don't have communication, how can you even have any type of relationship? How can you have a relationship with your family, your friends? If you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife. So just basic level, it's just like we're starting to get out of touch of picking up the phone or, hey, let's meet up and talk and not be on our phones the whole time. So absolutely, it affects it in so many ways. And that's just one of many. But when we get into the relationship, I got some things to say.
Okay, and I just want to add one thing. What I think has been especially interesting throughout especially this pandemic. If you think about within the last year, we've had so much go on. Not even just globally, but just in pop culture. Just for example, right? We have the coronavirus. We have the killing of George Floyd. We have, and not to say this is of the same importance, but it was something that got a lot of people talking. The protection of Black women, right? Where Tory Lanez allegedly shoots Megan Thee Stallion. And what I noticed is that, especially during that time, what your opinion affected a lot of relationships, right? If I said something, and I'll just, I'll be real about, I said something about the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation. Honestly, I didn't even state a position on it, but because I questioned the legitimacy of whether or not, what we believe to happen, I had people who were angry with me and like deleted me. And I simply asked, and this is what I said, Symphony, please don't cancel me too. I simply asked, I said, and this was before we knew all of the details or before we had any
trying
details.
to give us no disclaimer. What you say, bro?
Right. I asked the question. I said, what if Tory Lanez did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion?
No, you didn't. Marvin, I'm unfriending you. I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you.
So I asked that, and people got so upset, and like I was just accused of being a misogynist, so many things. And so I believe it definitely affects the way people perceive you, especially when you add commentary to something going on. And so yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't cancel you for that. You know what I'm saying? And I think like we're in a time where people don't know how to have healthy debates. Right. We don't have to always agree. I can respect your standpoint. I may, ask questions to clarify your standpoint, definitely. But I mean, we're in a time where people don't know how to have healthy debates. Like, it's okay to disagree. We don't have to agree on the same thing. Give me your perspective and I'll give you mine. But at the end of the day, it's just how we see things. You're raised different than I was. You see things different because you're a male and I'm a woman, especially during this time where social media does highlight a lot of things that typically we probably wouldn't see if we didn't have social media. You just have a different perspective and that's okay. But what you're not going to, the only thing I ask anybody that we do have a healthy debate, don't disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool, you feel how you feel and I feel how I feel. But the moment you disrespect me, that's when it gets ugly. But I mean, you just ask the question from a different perspective that people didn't want to hear at the wrong time, at the wrong place. That's all.
Yeah. And I understood it. But, and I guess that was my, that's what I was a bit just uncomfortable with was that that's posing the question. I didn't say,
that's how you felt.
Pose the question. No, and I was just asking. That's what I do on my Facebook. Oftentimes I ask questions. I don't even state the opinion. It's just for discourse, But yeah, I feel you, Symphony. But let's talk about relationships. Have you all ever been in a situation where social media? Have you all ever been in a situation where social media has affected a romantic relationship of yours?
Mr.
Oh no! So for those who don't know, me and Symphony actually dated back in the day. So I ain't even trying to. This is why the tension is
surprise,
surprise, niggas. So I just want to let y'all know now. It's like, and the reason why we broke up because her funny ass want to be a goddamn motherfucking comedian for every goddamn body on motherfucking social media. Mm-hmm.
Is that what happened, or is that just how you trying to remember it right now? Because that's crazy.
Okay, I was trying to make the hoes happy, and then
okay, let them know. Now I'm just kidding.
Before I get hate mail from
no, but
enough of it,
kidding. He's kidding.
We did not break up. We still together. Gee. No.
Okay, see, now you really
okay, let me stop.
Kidding, guys.
Stop canceling us. They're gonna stop watching your show. All right. Yes, I'm gonna say I've been in situations where social media has definitely altered the dynamics of the relationship that I was in.
You dancing around that.
You see how I worded that?
you dancing around that. You got to say what you mean.
So and I'm gonna go into it now. Thank you. So I think a lot of times when I was in a relationship, the thing was like, oh, well, you posting this meme signifying that you single. And I'm like, no, it's not that. It's just I can't agree with the meme without it have nothing to do with me. And then on top of that, I feel, and for those who know, I'm a funny dude. You know what I'm saying? So I make jokes. I make people laugh. You know, granted, people slide their number while they giggling, but still, they be laughing.
See, you be opening doors.
I don't. No, but for real, I don't believe. I do believe like it's the insecurity. I feel like your dude funny or your girl funny, then that's just part of it. And I'm not gonna alter myself in a sense of because in my opinion, in my eyes, and it's all about intentions. And I think we have to understand that it's all about intentions. So for me, my intention is just to get a hee hee ha ha. My intention ain't to laugh at no woman draws. You know what I'm saying? If I'm single,
so you got to give me an example because some of this stuff you say, I have a response, but I want to see clarity first.
So let's just say I post a meme that said, "Oh, I posted a meme the other day," and granted, anyway,
we get you.
So the meme was like, "Oh, it feels like going out of town. Going out of town, secretly outside or something like that." And then under it, I made a caption like, "Yes," and I'll take all your pictures in a sense of saying that I'm gonna go out of town with you. And we're gonna act like we ain't on the same trip together, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So if I was in a relationship, or if somebody, if I'm, anyway, if somebody would have done that and felt like, oh, so what you mean? You telling me that you don't want to be seen with me? You know what I'm saying? So how things like that can be, used against you in a sense, like it was literally just a meme.
Right. Okay. So here's my thoughts. So I do think there's a level of, certain people just have insecurities and social media will amplify that. Yep. But at the same time, see, there's so many factors that come with social media because everybody's situation is different. There's no one right way to do it or, what have you.
Golden rule.
But I do think, at least I can speak for me, it's a sense of to have respect for me when you do make posts. Right. Because I don't have the time to go and look and see what you like, look and see what you comment. I don't do that. Like, that's too much energy. That's too much time. Whatever is supposed to come to me will come to me. And it always has.
So, but when I'll let you finish. My bad.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, do you feel like it's disrespectful to make, like, I feel like in a sense, you should already know what you signed up for. That's one.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Were you posting that beforehand?
I'm me 24/7.
Right.
And I'm not let's also get this off of me. Okay. This is just in general. Okay?
Just somebody. Object A.
Object A. Thank you. So yeah. So I feel like for example, you just said liking pictures.
Right.
If a woman fine, and I'm gonna like the picture, that doesn't mean I'm trying to holler at her.
Because and honestly, like that's the insecurity, I believe. To me, that to the point of like, oh, you liking stuff, like I'm pissed because you like something. For me, that's just too much because I definitely like stuff whether it's a fine man, fine woman, whatever. If I like it, I like it. But now where it does get a little iffy is when you take the time to comment. And I'll give you an example of a recent relationship or a past relationship. A past relationship. Oh, look, you need to go. Let me go in your comment. Nah, but it's like, so I don't mind if the guy that I'm dating likes women's pictures, because I acknowledge when a woman looks great. Like I think beautiful women are beautiful women, and we can acknowledge that together. But what you're not gonna do is disrespect me. So I was in a relationship once, and it's so funny if he sees this, but and there was this girl that took a picture, and she was on the stairs with her butt turned to the camera. Obviously, it's a butt pit, like, you know, and looking back, she was cute, big, nice, round, plumpity, like it. I don't care. But he made a comment, and he was like, "Oh, those are some beautiful shoes." Here's the thing. I didn't see the comment. No. See?
Wait. No, I understand what that was doing, but the joke was noticing something that everybody else hasn't noticed.
And I'm gonna say something else.
So everybody else is acknowledging that she got this fat ass, but then you like, damn, is that a red carpet? Oh my god!
You let me know. Tap me in. Boop. Bam. Thank you. See, no. No. See, here's the thing. So I didn't see the post. One of my friends saw the post and took a screenshot and sent it to me. And I honestly, like, it was just like, I hate you did that. But at the same time, like, on it, like, he shouldn't have did that, because now you got me looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because they hit me up on some girl, ain't this the guy you whatever. But it's just like, what was the purpose? Was it necessary? Was it necessary to comment on her post? Because that's like if a dude posted a picture in his gray sweatpants and it's, you know, lovely, and I comment, "Oh my gosh, those are some beautiful socks." You gonna look at me like, now you know god dang well that you was trying to, and to me that seems like you're being funny to get her attention, because what you want to do is, hey, I know everybody else commenting on your butt and I see that, but I want to let you know you got some nice shoes, and then you know she gonna follow up in your DMs, which I'm pretty sure she did. But he tried to hit me with, "No, I was really commenting on her shoes." No, bro, you were looking at that booty.
That nigga was lying at that point. He shouldn't have lied. I know.
He could have just said shit. I mean, you're right. I'm caught. If he would have did that, we would have been cool.
Yeah, in fact, he should have just left it alone.
It was disrespectful. Is it? So I've definitely
beat up and some more shit, probably too. She probably had on some Black Air Force Ones.
And that's why I remember on Instagram for the new feature of you can't go back and see the history of people, what they've been liking.
What you can't do? What? Wait, you could do that?
Yeah, remember, like before, I don't know what, I think it was a while ago, prior to like 2020.
Yeah.
At one point in time, you could like click, it was like a feeds or something like that, where you could see what people are liking, what they're commenting on. And
I remember
they took away that feature.
That's how all my friends used to catch that. See, I used to wonder, how do y'all see that?
It was a long time ago, though. This feature was
shout out to Instagram. I'm sure they've saved a lot of relationships.
We love you.
And even some people's profile, you can't even see who liked it. You know, it won't show you
the likes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, they are taking. Now, I like that feature being taken away for like other reason, because people are literally committing suicide because, you know, they feel like they're not getting these likes and blah, 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 blah. But that what y'all talking about, it's not the social media, it's the person. So who lived Instagram is hiding, but you the same person.
So let's talk about the person. Do you need to approve someone's social media persona as a prerequisite to dating? So before you decide, hey, I'm going to date this person, does their reputation on social media matter?
For me, yes.
And we'll come right back to it after these top 10 DM commandments. I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off, Symphony.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right.
All right, it's time for the top 10 DM commandments. These are laws inspired by the culture and for the culture. Again, welcome to episode 5, season 5. SocialMediaShip featuring Symphony Thompson. Commandment number 1. All right, Symphony, you don't have to say this one. I don't know, you know, who cutting your checks, but don't feel pressure to say this. For being McLovin, will cover it. McLovin 03, thou shalt not support Trump.
Hell no, fuck that nigga.
Shall not support Trump. Shall not support Trump.
Fuck talking about Trump. Hey man, say man, you already know the fuck going on, man. I'm sorry.
What I need to come around here, boy. Come around here, not that real clock.
Commandment number 2. Thou shalt stay tuned into the Derek Chauvin trial. Man, It's hot, man, because in so many words they've been saying this nigga did it. This nigga did it, but this nigga did it, and then the jury ain't even looking like the people that reflects me. It's literally three black people on the jury. So, just stay tuned. We should be hearing something shortly. Number 3.
I was about to say I can't say that's too serious, but I found out some interesting information. But I won't go there. Commandment.
Water. Go.
Thou shalt crown Chloe Bailey as Bae. Man, Chloe Bailey has been showing out. Shout out. First of all, she has a beautiful voice. She's a beautiful woman
and nice shoes.
Yeah, she has beautiful shoes. Moisturized ankles. I love the ankle bracelet. I saw her in.
Never be vulnerable with you guys.
Those white toes.
The shawl too. Did she have a shawl?
Amazing. And I think she had green contacts.
She did, man.
That's crazy.
Shout out to her. Symphony, do you have a commandment for us for commandment number 4?
Thou shalt do less and let God do more. Look, I am big. I definitely think you should take steps forward, but if you don't have faith in anything, then you'll fall for everything. So, do less and let God do more.
Dr. Symphony Thompson Jr., ladies and gentlemen.
All right, number 5. Thou shalt live your life on that PPP loan. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's been coming to our email.
Hey, look, for real?
Yeah.
Shit, let's use that hoe. The fuck?
We getting these updates.
Man, live your life, man. You gonna go to jail, but man, live that shit, man. Fuck that. $20,000. Spend it. Commandment number 6.
Commandment number 6. Thou shalt. Whoa. Moment of silence for Black Rob. Rest in peace, King.
Absolutely.
All right, Symphony. Commandment number 7.
Amen. Thou shalt budget, then buy, in that order. Budget first, and then go buy what you need. Take care of them bills first, and then go buy what you need. Make sure you got money in the bank, and then go buy what you need. Make sure you set it up for the people to come, and then go buy what you want. Okay, now. Budget, then buy.
Yes,
in
sir.
that order.
Shout out to Reverend Dr. Symphony Thompson
Jr. The 6th. Commandment number 8. Thou shalt be prepared to be triggered when watching the show Them.
Is it that triggering?
Man,
I haven't watched it.
I'm gonna be real with you. I promise you. And the only thing that made me as triggered as that is the Netflix series When They See Us. And when I mean that, I'm gonna be real. Them is probably more triggering. More triggering.
So I need to take a couple days to just be.
You probably ain't
in for a moment.
Yeah, you're gonna be an alcoholic.
Now, is it true that
no, just like
Jordan Peele didn't have anything to do with
Jordan Peele does not have anything to deal with that. The person who produced and written it was a guy by the name of Little Marvin. No relations, but Little Marvin. Literally, that's his name, Little Marvin.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
So, commandment number 9.
Commandment number 9. Thou shalt be damned if you do and damned if you don't. Now, I don't know if this will be a popular opinion, and quite honestly, I'm just being frank. Bars. Oh my God. All right. So you don't even catch the bars.
I did. Marvin Frank. Frank hot dogs or some shit.
All right. So really quickly, Diddy posted a remembrance post. A love, shout out to Black Rob and his family, and people in the Shade Room comments were going in. Oh, you should have been there when he was homeless. Oh, but you took all his money. Oh, XYZ. And first of all, now I don't personally know the dealings that Diddy has had with Black Rob.
None of us do.
But, right? Especially thus,
us poor people. Keep going.
And so I just, I would really hate when I'm trying to probably do something sincere and genuine that the general public would feel that it's not sincere, or they wouldn't be accepting of it,
or not good enough
because of the perception that I have, or because of what they think they know. But yeah. All right, commandment number 10, Miss Thompson.
Thou shalt not bash Black businesses. Look, I am big on supporting Black businesses. The Black dollar needs to stay in the Black community longer than it does, longer than 6 hours. And in order to do that, we have to support Black-owned businesses. So in order to not just preach about it, but actually, you know, take steps in it, I am partnered with my brother, Killer Mike. I don't know if y'all seen Trigger Warning, but he challenged us to support Black businesses every Friday. So every Friday, you'll see me make a post. I definitely reach out to people in your DMs, like who you supporting today. But we want it to be bigger than just the social media. So stay tuned for something very, very special we're working on. I promise. Y'all are gonna love it. It's gonna be crazy. Banana.
That's
BANA. I'm sorry.
That's how I learned how to spell bananas. But
say, I was just about to say
that. Symphony.
Yes.
Question. Will these posts be on your social media? How can we make sure that we know what's going on? How can we?
Yes, so I will, both Killer Mike and I will release it on our social media, but the platform right now we're working with certain distribution outlets. So, or certain outlets for distribution, excuse me. So that way you'll know where it premieres. But when it is final and we're ready to roll out the first, you'll definitely see it on our social media.
Okay, bet. Hey, Alec, if we could, can we put Symphony's social media at the bottom on the ticker?
Yes, at Symphony Thompson. Symphony is not with a C, not no HONIE. Symphony like the
we
orchestra.
Spell too.
No, you'll be surprised. People be, because I think Master P's daughter name is Symphony. Somebody's daughter name Symphony is with a C, right?
Yeah.
And it's just Symphony like the orchestra.
So make sure y'all follow at Symphony Thompson. If you're listening, if you're watching us on YouTube Live, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Follow Symphony Thompson on all social media platforms. That's really dope, Symphony. We appreciate you sharing that. We'll make sure we highlight this clip and post it as well. So best of luck with that. Shout out to you and Killer Mike. All right, back to our conversational piece, episode 5, season 5. Does social media affect relationships? We're coming back to the question: is your approval of someone's social media persona a prerequisite for you dating them?
Yes.
Doesn't matter. Why is that? Why is that?
I feel like you looking at me when you said yes.
Yes, I'm trying to find which camera. Yes, no, but and again, everybody is different, right? And it's okay to disagree. To everybody that's watching, it's okay to disagree. We don't have to agree. But for me, yes, because I do believe what's in you is, or what comes out of you is already in you. So if you're posting certain things that just don't, that I feel like in a relationship that would be an issue for me, then there's no point in me even trying to get into something and then get into it and try to change it. I'm not here to change you. I'm not here to build. I'm not a rehabilitation center. How you present yourself is how I'm going to take it.
So what is it that you would
take as a no?
Yeah, I was about
bashing women.
Okay.
Bashing Black women, especially that irks. Like that for me is just, you have no level of respect. So I'm a Black woman. What you gonna do with me? Right. When I'm stirring and you say, oh, you this and you that, you saying the same thing society is already trying to paint a Black woman to be. I don't need that in my relationship, because who I'm dating for intention and I'm dating for a purpose. So I plan to marry whoever I do date, or at least work in that order. When I have kids, when I have a daughter, a Black son, a Black daughter, I don't need that instilled in them. So respectfully, I'm a let you do you and love you from a distance, but respectfully, you're not even for me. Also, you
ask this, Symphony.
Say it again.
Can I ask you a question real quick on that?
Absolutely, yeah.
So, as you talked about disrespecting Black women, and we don't have to go in depth to who he is, but would you consider what Kevin Samuels does in terms of his rhetoric, the way that he talks to the women on his platform? Would you consider that disrespecting Black women?
I do, but here's the thing with Kevin. His name Kevin, right? Kevin. Yeah. I think Kevin has been hurt.
Okay.
At some point, because now some of the stuff I hear, it can be brutally honest, as some people will say, right? Like he'll probably say something about somebody and you'll look and be like, oh, well, that's kind of true. But it's just like, for me, again, this is my opinion.
Of course.
I do think you can tell the truth out of love, right? Like I don't have to be disrespectful to you or automatically just bash you down and put you down as if like you're just the bottom of the shoe, you're a scum and I don't have to do that. And for me, like that's not out of love. So obviously there's some type of hurt, or maybe he's just doing it for entertainment, because we know how social media works. You can build any kind of audience. But I personally, I mean, I don't get jiggy with Kevin.
Okay.
But you sitting back like you get jiggy with Kevin.
No, well, and I was, I think for me, and yes, he is a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Yo to the noobs. It's not.
He dropped the alpha line.
Whatever. Anyway, it's not what you say.
It's how you say it.
How you say it. And I'm all for being blunt, but even at the same time, have to take into consideration trauma that Black women go through already.
Come on, Black man.
He does not understand that, and if he does understand it, he disregards it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for that, it's just I just can't get down with that. So honestly, believe it or not, I've never sat through a whole Kevin Samuels interview.
Absolutely
only because, and I don't even know if people believe in secondhand embarrassment, but I do have that when I watch that.
That's beautiful.
Like, I feel like, damn, like that nigga going in, like stopping them, like nope, you a motherfucking too. Damn.
Right. And it's just
like and people don't honestly, and calling a spade, that's cyberbullying. Like
absolutely.
You don't know what people what happens after that person get off that interview with you.
And the dangerous thing about the internet, right, is cool. Like we having a conversation now, but the internet lives forever. So you have these Black kids, these Black little girls, these Black little boys that are going to see Kevin, that probably already see Kevin. And if they're looking at the person that he's interviewing, maybe they see themselves in them. Maybe, let's say I have a gap. Let's say a little girl sees me and she has a gap. And she's like, oh, and then she's hearing all these negative things. You're putting these things inside of these kids' head. And cool, people hit me with parents are supposed to raise them. But please don't act like the things around you don't have an effect on who you are. Like, let's not do it. Let's not do it. Your mom and daddy can raise you to be A, B, C, D, F, G. And because you see X, Y, Z on TV and social media, that's what's instilled in you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, it's bigger than you. Cool. You feel like, oh, I'm just giving him, how it is, whatever, Kevin, however he feel in his heart. But it's just like, this lives forever. This is bigger than you, bro. Like, is this what you want Black girls and Black boys to see? Are you the example that you want these little Black boys to be?
And I appreciate you answering, Symphony. And I asked because, one thing, and I ain't gonna lie, I do listen and I watch Kevin Samuels. I don't agree with 100% of what he says, but I do understand the context, in my opinion, in which he speaks and what he aims to do, even if he's not successful in that coming across to the audience. So, and I'm not even challenging what you were saying, but I was asking because he often says that, when a Black man is critical or challenges something that a woman or a Black woman does, he is seen as disrespecting Black women. So I was asking because I just wanted to know, is that what you meant? Like, is he an example of, and like I said, I'm not even challenging what you were saying, but I just wanted to kind of understand what disrespect towards a Black woman looks like for you when you said that.
And it is okay if you're challenging me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we can't say any group does anything. I personally don't feel like if a Black man challenges me, that automatically he's disrespectful. Like, I enjoy when I can date somebody or be around friends that are males, Black men that can challenge me to see things from a different perspective because it allows me to grow. But just as I mentioned earlier, there's a line between respect and being disrespectful. I challenge my male friends all the time, all the time, but I'm not going to disrespect you or put you down and call you out your name. At that point, how is that effective communication? So it's okay if you challenge me, bro.
Right.
Challenge me, Black King. Challenge me.
So did you want to add anything else to what? And I know I went off script here.
I know, look, I forgot where I was.
Yeah, well, you were saying that disrespect the Black man, you kind of, you do look at what people post and things like that. You peep them before you even,
Oh yeah, and if spirituality is big for me, like if we're unequally yoked, it just doesn't match. I mean,
I gotta sing Bible apps.
That's fine. That's cool.
No. But if like, for example, let's say I'm just gonna go on the far end of the stick. If you make it known like you don't believe in God, you don't that's something that you like. I'll love you as a friend, but we can't do. Okay. And then if you just over sexual, you showing everything to everybody. I can't. Respectfully, I think it. You know, you cute. You know, you got a nice little physique there. But what are we gonna do? You showing everybody.
Okay. What you think?
But yeah, that's
what about you,
sir?
Hands on your head while you're
It's the sir.
That dude, he's staying in Nashville. Fun fact, and he
I
teach.
want that.
Anyway,
that right there.
for me, I do believe that. I honestly don't feel like I should approve your. Okay, let me take that back. Let me take that back.
Right. Let's say comfortability.
Yeah, let me say that. Okay, so
your comfortability.
Yeah.
I can't date nobody who, and this is just me. If you have a nice body, I promise you, that's fine. But when yo, Cuda Cata, Barracuda,
pocketbook,
a pocketbook, coin purse, a Hello Kitty, you know, what do you say, capital, 2 bell peppers. You know, I just can't get, you know, because I am, and I'm not gonna say I'm a jealous person, but I also believe that some things should just be like a mystery.
Sacred.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? No, it ain't gotta be a secret because I feel like shit niggas done had it before I did, but still, like, you don't want.
No, it said sacred.
Yeah, my bad. You don't want everybody to know what you got. Yes, I know you got a big booty, or you know your coochie fire, but I don't need you to broadcast that. So I honestly I can't date a stripper, you know, or someone who does like a lot of twerking, you know, on your stories or on your feed. Close friends, maybe, but just out there just broadcasting it, that's a lot for me, because then now shit, niggas like, bro, you see your girl, you know, put y'all in the camera. Like my homeboy seeing this and they fetishizing about you. You know what I'm saying? And granted, I want a woman who other niggas won't, but damn, these niggas are knocking at your door. Like in your, you know, and I'm not the type of person to tell a woman, nah, you can't post this, nah, you can't do that. That's just not something that I'm okay with. And regardless if this is going to be a thing, I'm going to voice my opinion and how it makes me feel, and you can decide what you want to do with that afterwards.
Come on, communication. Oh, you better go ahead.
I feel that. I think it's interesting, man, because you have people who are fitness enthusiasts, and we have a friend that's like that. And what comes
that's your
with
friend?
That,
no, play.
What sometimes comes with certain profession is the promotion and display of your physique, your body.
You are funny.
So it's like the intention. Let's also talk about it. It's all about your intentions about why you do it. If you work out, by all means, I can't. If
that's different.
Breasts, if you got big breasts, I'm not going to tell you to put on a turtleneck. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord blessed you with curves and all, big breasts and all that. I'm not going to tell you to cover up. But if your intentions is to let people know, like, y'all see these big ass titties,
right. That's at that point. That's not a fitness.
Your booty all, and you know what I'm saying, that's different.
Oh no, I wasn't disagreeing. I understand what you're saying.
Right. That's why I just wanted to let you like that's different. I'm just saying that's different. We do have people who work out and they do look good, and they have to show it. Their body. I mean, their body.
It motivates me.
Right. You know, it motivates me, but you know, I still, you know, I stay at home for a second. I get up, but it's a difference. That's you know, they're trying to, you know, get people for a healthier living. You just trying to
so let me ask one more, and then we have to go on to hood code.
Okay.
You take a Megan Thee Stallion. We know what Meg stands for, whether though she's a rapper. I mean, you know, she also promotes
a finesser and a fly dresser. Keep going.
Nah, she's very intentional about highlighting and
education.
Whether it's education, it's highlighting Black women, whatever it is. But at the same time, she has twerk videos.
But here's the thing, though. She has somebody that can that's okay with that.
Right.
All we're saying is that just doesn't work for me. We're not saying, oh, I'm putting the people down that do it. By all means, do what you want to do because there's somebody for you. But not everybody can date a Meg Thee Stallion who now. I love Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Beautiful woman. I love the fact that not only is she like, she makes it very known, I like this work, I like to do this, but I'm also about my business, I'm also about my education. She pushes those things as well. But there's somebody, obviously there's somebody for her. But not everybody can date somebody that's out here twerking. Personally, that's like, you know, these videos that are, or these pictures of these celebrities that are very attractive, but their penis pictures just somehow seem to leak. Me personally, if stuff like that is happening, I can't. Cool, you fine. Cool, you're about your business. Everything can be, but you out here leaking. Respectfully, I can't do it.
Respectfully, shout out Justin LeBoy.
Okay.
Thank you, Symphony. And we really need a part 2 to this because we have so much more that we did not get to. But maybe, you know, we can set up a part 2. Season 5, episode 5, Social Media Ships featuring Symphony Thompson. It's now time for Hood Code with McLovin.
Hey, it's your boy McLovin giving you the hood codes, the hoods to the streets. Grab your hood Bible and turn with me at this moment to Movies, chapter 5, verse 6. And when you have it, say, yeah, my nig.
Yeah, my nig.
Yeah, my nig.
Thank you. And it reads, God ain't hood if you do not know these characters in these movies. Loke Dog from Don't Be a Menace. Eddie Kane from 5 Heartbeats. Mike Lowry. At Boys. Lil Martin from Our Friend Martin, the cartoon. Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers, 1990.
Come on, take it back.
The first lean drug dealer. He was selling lean. Melvin from Baby Boy. DJ from Hustle and Flow.
You know it's hard.
And Rashad from ATL.
Rashad.
You kicked it with McLovin for hood codes.
Oh man.
Make sure y'all have a hood ass week.
That was good. Oh man.
That was.
Shout out to Ivan Ooze, man.
Shout out to, hey man, you, hey man, that was
a legit list. That was a legit
Ivan
list.
Ooze was that nigga.
He was.
Come on.
He was selling that purple stuff.
He was.
Way before anybody else.
He was.
Guarantee, and he was black.
That kryptonite.
See, look.
Come on.
What was that Big Boy song?
I'm on that.
All night, man. I be on that AAA straight up. Pimp if
you want me, you can find me in the
Shout out to ATL. Real quick, shout out to everybody that tuned in. Thank you so much for tuning into our YouTube live. Before we get into our DM commandments, just want to shout out our surveys. Is your comfortable? Shout out to everybody that responded on our surveys. Does social media affect relationships? We had 75% say yes, 25% say no. Is your comfortability with someone's social media persona a prerequisite for dating? 43% said yes. 57% said not really. Interesting. All right. So we appreciate everybody that tuned in. Shout out to our YouTube live folks. You all are amazing. It is now time for our DM open letter. I don't have to do that. Dear Millennials, to each his own. For some, private life, happy life. For others, maybe displaying your relationship holds you accountable. It's what's best for you and your boo. But whatever it is that you decide to do, just be comfortable with it. Understand that social media oftentimes is just someone's persona. And what they're delivering and displaying to the world may not be the real them. And shout out to Jazz Kelly last week, who said oftentimes we compare ourselves to folks' highlights, right? We're looking at somebody's highlighted moment. So just be conscious. Don't feel like that you have to compare yourself to somebody else. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's DM open letter. Hopefully those words of affirmation get you through the week. Season 5, episode 5, Social Media Ships, featuring Symphony Thompson, the lead moderator of Comedy Hype. Symphony, thank you so much for joining us. And shout out to Miss IVE.
Come on.
Professional.
Oh, I love her. Oh, I love her. I love her, love her,
I
love
her.
They love me, y'all love me. But Symphony, is there anything you want the people to know? How can they stay in contact with you, follow what you're doing?
Absolutely. First and foremost, thank y'all so much for having me. I had an amazing time, a lit time. Lit time. You see how I did that? But I appreciate y'all for having me. Y'all are super dope. I love what y'all are doing. As I expressed behind the scenes, I just want to say in front, I love what y'all are doing. It's such a mix of things in one podcast. And by the way, y'all talking about IVE being professional. This thing on layout, I was like, y'all better come on. Y'all better come on with it. Y'all better come on. So I love it. And just for the people, you actually hit it right on the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, your life is your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't allow social media or anybody else to tell you what to do. What works for you, and what works for me just works for me. So if I disagree with you, I still love you. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, a wonderful life. You know what I'm saying? Like, just live in peace. You know what I'm saying? And peace isn't just going to a place for an escape. Peace is regardless of what's going on around you. Just be settled in on who you are and what you have going on, because you're doing what's best for you. So you can keep up with me on social media, Symphony Thompson. I also have a website, symphonythompson.com. Stay tuned on Comedy Hype. You can follow us right now on YouTube at Comedy Hype as well. But we will be releasing something very, very soon. We're all about owning. You know what I'm saying? Real Black ownership. So Comedy Hype will also be releasing something very soon. I don't know if I can say yet. Yeah, I don't know if I can say it. I'm just gonna say you're gonna be able to watch Comedy Hype amongst other things somewhere else.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just put it there. But yeah, you definitely keep up with me. And like I said, very, very soon we will be releasing something specifically for Black-owned businesses, and really just showing y'all that you can support Black-owned businesses. You may have a bad experience at one Black-owned business, but it doesn't mean that every Black-owned business is like that. And we also have to give our people a chance. Our people have been through a lot. We can't give up on our own people. And listen, we are the number one consumers in our, like, we don't keep the money in our community. That's crazy. So we basically make sure everybody else good but our people. So we gotta change that narrative, and I'm gonna make sure that I do my part by stepping up to the plate and not only supporting Black-owned businesses, but putting Black-owned businesses on. So stay tuned for that very, very soon. And I love y'all. I love y'all.
But like, you're really dope. You're an amazing woman. Just there's so much in store for you, and I can't wait to see just your trajectory and how far you continue to climb. So keep doing your thing. You're really inspiring. And again, we appreciate you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. We know it's an hour ahead of where we are currently. But yeah, hopefully we hope to stay connected. Thank you so much for joining. Season 5, episode 5, Social Media Ships. Make sure you download that if you haven't already. Well, obviously, if you're listening, download it. If you're watching YouTube, still download it. Tomorrow, it'll be available every Tuesday. It's your boy, Top Rain Marvin Frank. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my daddy. Shout out to my nephew. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to McLovin Mama. I'm gonna go with that old chant. Shout out to Alex Mom. Well, I'm sorry, I should have asked you if that's so awkward. You know, when you don't know if somebody has a man.
You know how many times I told somebody your mama and they mama passed
away?
Shout
out to my mama. She's on YouTube Live. Love you, mom. Shout out to Jennifer MB, the life coach. Thank y'all so much. Jay Meredith, thank y'all for tuning in to this YouTube Live. We appreciate y'all. McLovin.
Yeah, man, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy McLovin in the building. Man, Black people, man, I appreciate y'all. Black women, Black men, Black boys, Black girls, my Black students that I teach every single day. Man, my mama, Nadine, I love you. Hold it down in California. I know it's ghetto. If it wasn't ghetto then, it's ghetto now that my mama is there. I'm telling you, I can smell the Newports right now, all the way from over there. Man, Dale, I love you. You got a big test tomorrow. I know that you're gonna do well. Daddy gonna be there rooting you on at 1 o'clock tomorrow. So I'm looking for good results. Because if not, I'm whooping your ass. That we've been practicing. All right. So, Symphony, you got anything?
Yeah, because I was about to say y'all not gonna shout out y'all mom and then have my mama come in because they ain't shout out. Now hold on. Now I want to shout out. Shout out my mama, my daddy, my sisters. Let's see. You know the list long. My mama, my daddy, my sisters, my nephews, my goddaughters, Gian, the Sims family, my dogs. Oh, I have 2 of those, and I love them so very much. I freaking love.
Put them on the camera.
They.
Okay.
They ain't cool. They like to hop all over stuff. They like that. No, I'll send y'all pictures. Don't worry about it. And shout out. I think you hit it on the head. You know, shout out to Black men, Black women, Black boys, Black girls. Listen, you are beautiful. I know it's a lot of crazy things right now going on in the world, but that does not define us. What defines us is that no matter what we've been through, we still been able to get to where we are. So that just shows you we have tenacity. First of all, we are the bulk of everything, just everything that you see that got pumped in it. That was because, you know, the catalyst. That's the word I was looking for. I was looking for catalyst. We're the catalyst of everything. We're the catalyst of everything. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, America wouldn't be here without us. Just in case nobody taught you in your history class. The first thing that you learn about us is slavery. That ain't real, but we'll get on that. We'll get on that another time. But just know that we were not slaves first. So I love y'all, and I love people, even our allies. I love y'all too. Just make sure y'all shake hands and really mean it, not just be out here just doing it just because.
Hashtag respectfully. Last shout out, Alec Og, Parasar Studios. You interested in hosting a podcast? Parasar Studios is the place you need to come. Parasaur Studios. Alec Og is the best.
It's a spelling.
All right, you heard it here first. Alec Og is the best.
Thank you guys.
No, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for engineering this whole show. We tried StreamYard today. It worked out pretty well. Again, Symphony, thank you so much. We're going to close out with our special song. 1, 2, 3. Have a lit ass week to you, my friend. Have a lit ass week until we meet again. Have a lit ass week to you, my friend.
Yeah, nigga.
Have a lit ass week until we meet again.
Until we meet again. Fuck the motherfuckers. Get this goddamn money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.